Okay, so if you follow my blog, you know I'm into AI, and I wanted to look at this Adobe content aware fill with the AI. I do have access to Firefly. I've been playing around with it for a little bit. I do like it, but we want to see what it looks like in Photoshop because I think this is kind of a game changer here. So I have 4 images that I just got downloaded from Unsplash, and we are going to just go in and let's take a look how this works. So I'm going to just come here and hit generate, and you can see down here is where you would put in the description, and I'm going to say flock of birds. I'm going to get very specific. Faded into the clouds. One thing I know about generative AI is that the more specific you are, the better the results. Now I'm going to show this in real time just so we can see how long it takes to generate the image. And actually, I think this did a very good job. Oh, look at that. Okay. Now, one thing you can do is that it gives you 3 options. So one, here's the second one, larger birds. I don't like that. And I don't know what this is. I don't even see anything. So we'll go to number 1. Okay, so number 1 is good. I like it. It did the job, and if you wanted to, we can always manipulate this image some more if the color isn't right. But let's go down here. I want to put a farmhouse here. Let's go over here and let's say farmhouse with large barn. And again, we'll get specific and say off in the distance. And don't see anything. Okay. So it did something there. Not much. Now, one of the things about this is that we can come here and we can say farmhouse and barn. And rather than say off in the distance, maybe it already knows it's in the distance, we can regenerate the images. Okay. Now what I like about this is that it doesn't eliminate the original 3, the first 3 that we got. So we have 3 new ones. Okay. And I think I like this the best. Let's zoom in over here and see what we get. All right. If I were to, and you can see it did put a house here, so it's trying to look at the scale. Let's put that out there, but okay. Let's give it one more try, and let's just put horse ranch. Not bad. I think I like that one the best. And it is off in the distance, so you really can't see it. So if we were to turn it off, yeah, I think that works. So here is the original, and there's the updated version. Slight changes, but it does it does allow for some things. Let's go to something different here. Now this is, I believe, where it can shine the most because we have a lot of things going on here. So let's see what we can do here. So I want to get rid of these two right here. Let's see. I'm going to hit on my add because I want to also get rid of them. We'll go generate and we won't put anything in it, so it just deals it with the background. And let's see what happens. Very good. So this is very good. I mean, if you were looking at this image, you would not notice that something was amiss here. So I like that. And then we can continue to add to it. Let's say I want to get rid of them. Okay, really good. But let's try one other thing. So we have the Washington Monument here. What if I were to give this if I were to make this the Eiffel Tower? I don't know what the scale is between the Eiffel Tower and the Washington Monument, so we'll see if the AI can do it. And not a bad job. So we've gotten rid of the Washington Monument for the Eiffel Tower, and we got rid of some people here. Now, one last thing. What if I wanted to get rid of this entire row of people? Let's see how good it is in doing that. Not bad. And just so we can see a difference, let's do this. Let's go move this here, and let's do the original content aware fill. And well, we will go to edit, content aware fill, hit apply, hit OK, and you can see that content aware fill had some issues. Now there's another tool here that I'm going to go ahead turn this off because Adobe did something else here, and I believe it's under the remove tool. Okay, so the remove tool is we just paint over the object and it removes it. So struggle with that one. And let's try to figure out why. What if we do okay, so I kind of struggle with that one. Let's see, do you struggle with, there's a lot going on here. So this is a fairly complex image to work with, but you can see it is actually doing the job. So we can Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Okay. And now again, let's go up here, move this to the top. Here's what we started with. Here's what we ended with. So we have this entire row of people gone. We have everyone gone in the middle. We've replaced the Washington Monument with the Eiffel Tower. So between the replace and content aware fill, removing things is a snap here. Let's go ahead and try something one more here. Let's take this and we're going to make this a large beach ball. Don't like that. Let's see, maybe we toggle through here. And it could be, let's go round. Red and there we go. Red and white beach wall. Let's try that. So we'll generate 3 more options here, and let's see if saying round will give us a better output. Does not. So maybe it's the shape that I used when I drew the selection that is trying to fill that entire selection. So if I were to do this again, and because I want this round, maybe we come here. And now we have a round. And now I can say red and white beach ball. Now let's see what happens when I make the selection perfectly round, if it knows to make the ball perfectly round. Better. So we learned something. So how you draw the shape of the selection can impact what the result is. And you can see that we have, oh, that's the good one. Okay. All right. And now one other thing here. What if we take, and let's just fill it. Okay. And I'm going to fill it because I just want to remove him and then place, we'll place a dog over there. Let's try that. Okay. Does a very good job. I think if we zoom in, we can see some artifacts, but that is really good. Okay. And now I can go ahead and put in, draw my circle, and we can say friendly brown colored poodle. And let's put a poodle over there. And one of the things we want to find out is that how does it work with the grass? Because in typical compositing, I would place the image there and then I'd work on the grass. And you can see it does a very good job. You know, the one thing it also did, if we look at the light, you can see the light is here. It mimicked the light. So that's pretty good. Now we don't have a shadow. But then again, there are really any shadows in here either. So we don't have any shadows in this photo. But there we go. And this is the original, the updated. Okay, so here's the image, and I want to expand this image to fill the entire space here. So I'm going to go ahead and select it. So I select the image. Now, one of the things I like about this is that because we have this little floating menu here, I can have my deselect. But one of the things I have, if we hover over this is to, let's see, one of these. This is to invert the selection, and that's what I want to do. So I want to invert the selection because I want to do that. And then to expand, normally I would have to go up here to select, modify, and expand, but I can just come here with this drop down, expand the selection, and let's say 20 just so it has enough pixel to understand what the image under it is. In fact, let's do 20 more. I messed that up. Hold on. Let's try this again. Select it, invert. We're going to expand, but we're going to expand 35. And we need to do that because the content aware field needs to understand what it is expanding from. So the more pixels you can give it, the more, I guess, accurate it is. Let's go ahead and generate the fill. And there we go. Did a pretty good job. Let's take a look at the alternatives. Okay, I do like that. There's this little line right here. That's kind of funny. And I like this one. This is probably my favorite because it has the continuation of here. We have the ground. That didn't really get. It's got the tree. It did a really good job. So this is the Adobe Content Aware field. Now I'm just now starting to play with it. So there's some things I'm going to work on to make sure that I completely understand what's happening here. But that's the basics of it. And it is a very good tool. I don't know if people say, you know, we have to check to see how it does with a real photo manipulation, if it really is going to change the game for photo manipulation. But I think for photography and for removing things and adding things and making slight adjustments, I think it is a game changer for that. For photo manipulators, I'm not sure yet, but I will find out when I do my next photo manipulation to see, is it something I can generate versus going out trying to find? And we'll see about that. All right, so that's it. And appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.